Welcome back to FS25 here on Zielonka. So I am almost finished with the corn harvest. I have one or two more rows for these fields, and then got that small field over there to finish. But I wanted to bring you back mostly because while I was doing the harvest, here, let me get my next line set up. While I was doing the harvest, I was thinking about doing some contracts, just in general. There is this big contract that luckily has one of the some of the equipment that can hold the beets, even though this will still be a long contract I have to do. I was thinking of trying to make a little extra money. So I'll probably do that, and then pretty much whatever contracts kind of make sense to do at the same time. But I am going to, quote, cheat a little bit and do the little money trick so I can use workers. I know I said I wouldn't really do this much, and this probably in the short term will probably be the only time I actually do it. I just figured I wanted to get a little bit more out of debt on this run, and you know, while I'm kind of doing some other things in real life, I can get some contracts done and make some money for this. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to put a skip in here. I also want to kind of lower how many skips I put, but for this time, I'm going to put a skip in here again and get some of those contracts done. So I just want to kind of come back and let you know that, so that I didn't just randomly have more money, and yeah, and you guys don't know where it came from. So so like I said, I'm going to put a skip in here and go do some of that, and then when I come back, I'll kind of tell you how much I made from all that. We can look at the finance tab, and it'll probably be a lot more time than it's worth, but again, like, I think just any little bit of money at this point would help out. And I'm hoping, I think I said this in the last episode, but I'm hoping that we only have one more year of the negative money, and then we can get out of it and start doing some different things more than just corn. So yeah, like I said, I'm gonna put a skip in here, and I'll bring you back a little bit later. All right, and we're back. It's been a while, but we are back. So this is really the longest of the contracts, the red beets field. I did a carrot field before this one, which took quite a little bit of time too. But I think we got a decent amount of money. It definitely took a little too long, to be honest. So I don't really know how often I do this type of contracts, or at least not while I don't also have work to do on my fields. So but I am taking advantage of the fact that I currently have money, even though I am going to give it back by having, and actually let me check on them. Yeah, I have been having a worker put slurry on the fields, which looks like they're done now. That was the last one. Oh, it's out of slurry. That's okay. It's only that little spot left, so that's fine. Just saving myself from a little bit of fertilizer. And actually, I think it might be a good idea to just sell the slurry that I have, because I feel like even though it's only a little bit of money, it is definitely still some money I'm leaving on the table. Because it is, yeah, it's pretty full. All right, so let's fill that to finish taking this over. So the contract's actually done. You can see there's still like a row of stuff that I wasn't able to harvest because I turned in my red beets a little too early, but that's all right. We're still make some pretty good money off of this load, because this essentially, this entire load is pure profits. Maybe like 6,000. 5,000. All right, and let's go and turn that in. And I have a plowing contract that someone is working on right now. So once that's done, we can skip ahead. But while that is finishing, let's go ahead and take some slurry over. I mean, eventually I hope to have enough fields that are just keep using slurry and manure on them to kind of keep the nitrogen levels up. I didn't bring it all the way up to what the corn needs, but I kind of use it as like a supplement. So I just bring it up like a few, because you can change the value somewhere. Right now I have it at 7.5, so just enough to kind of get it going. Does it go here or does it go over there? I think it goes over here, actually. Yep. It's probably not even going to be 1,000. Yep, about, we'll call it 750. A little less than that, but you know, it's a little bit of extra money that we have not really been utilizing. So how much is still in there? Yeah, we still got like 91,000 in there, 92,000. What I really need is a faster tractor. This thing is dogging. I need a lot of things, to be honest. I have a lot of equipment, I suppose, but it's all dirty because I don't want to spend any money on like a washer for it. Just trying to get myself out of this debt I put myself into and hopefully get moving along. So let's see, 20,000. I had what, 92. So I have at least 4 more loads. So it's what, like 20, we'll call it like $30,000. No, not 30,000. $3,000. After all the slurry is sold. Actually, it probably tells me right here. Yeah, it's about 2,400 left in there, plus what I currently have. Yeah. And I know I probably could have used some of the red beets and put them in the put them in there for the pigs, but I didn't want to overload. The red beets portion would only be the root crops, which is only 5%, so I don't want to use all my capacity for root crops and then it goes down super slowly. Which honestly, moving forward, when I do get more fields and things, we might not even need to do root crops. Definitely not every year. We might only do it like once every few years. As long as we find somewhere to store, which, you know, is essentially an issue for another time, I think. I mean, heck, I can even, if I have the equipment to, like a scoop or something to pick it up, I could just put it in like a pile or something. I don't know if it goes in that. I don't know if that's a special Well, this isn't a mod map, so it's probably not a special grain bin that holds it, but I know there's different mods you can get to hold root crops, so maybe I'll end up getting one of those and go from there. But yeah, once this plowing field's done, essentially, we can skip ahead to next month. Well, give all the money back and then skip ahead to the next month. And I know next month is a pig selling month, so we'll get a little bit of money back. The good thing is we're not paying the interest anymore, so yeah, every month we sell pigs is just more profits, more towards a positive number. It's been a long time coming. It doesn't help that I have been away from playing this game for a little bit, so it feels a little bit longer in that respect, but I'm hoping to get back to playing this a little more regularly. Come out with at least an episode a week. 2 would be ideal. Ideally, I would like to get 2 of all the different playlists, 2 episodes a week, but yeah, it's a little difficult with my schedule right now. But 1 a week would be at least preferred. How much we got left? 52,000. Yeah, so I was just doing a bunch of different contracts, some harvesting ones. I even used my own equipment. I filled up gas for my harvester at least. I don't know if I did with this tractor at all. But yeah, I filled up the gas. I think I repaired it. Tractor probably needs repaired, but I'm gonna hold off for a little bit. It's only half gone, so yeah, actually let's look. Yep, I repaired it and filled up gas. But yeah, I did a few harvesting contracts, did some cultivating contracts. Obviously, we've got a plowing one going right now. Really just kind of whatever I can have a worker work on while I was pretty much doing the carting for the big red beet field. So that took most of my time. Yeah, and once we finish this plowing one, I'll pull up the finances, which I actually don't know to myself, but we'll pull up the finances and see how I did with this whole contract, run, I guess. Obviously I used a lot of workers, so the worker fees will be up there, but I am definitely positive I am in the positives, or else this would have been a huge waste of time, which would be very annoying, but I know I'm in the positives. I just hope it's by a good amount. All right, I think one more drop off. I've really just been doing drop offs until the plowing is done, but I think one more will be good. And then we won't even have, there won't even be enough slurry in there for a full load anyways, so that'll be good. We'll leave it at that. This is why I try to stay out of the fields. It slows you down quite a bit. Especially with a super weak tractor like we have. Need to get like a Valtra that's for sale right now. No, I'm not going to do that. I mean, how much was it? 111? Yeah, it's almost like a whole sale of pigs. It's not worth it. Not right now, at least. Eventually, I'm going to want to have multiple tractors, multiple harvesters. I have this vision of many things going on at the same time. Not as much as Iowa Plains. Once we get to the end game of that one, oh my god, there'd be so much going on. Might max out the amount of workers we have in that. But that's far off on both. But like I said, we'll get there. I know I mentioned this on one of the recent Riverbend Spring episodes, but I am also going to try to do, even though there was one in this episode, I'm going to try to do less skips where it makes sense. The Riverbend episodes are all just grass work over and over again. I know it's getting a little boring, but I do feel like sometimes I skip a little too much and don't actually show a lot of, the actual farming. So I'm gonna do that a little bit more. I always try to feel like I have to fill the space with talking, but I think I'm gonna probably get quiet at times. Let's just put this over here out of the way. Probably get quiet at times just because I want to keep showing the farming, but I might not have anything to say right at that time. So yeah, it'll be this tractor's going to get a lot of use before we're done with it. All right, the plowing looks like it is done. Let's turn that in. Let's look at, where are they? Finances. All right, so yeah, that's for fixes. Sold bales. Yeah, I did one contract of cotton, so that's what the sold bales is. Some fuel. Bought some seeds. That was for another contract. That's for the pigs. All right, this one will go away. Actually, let's do that now while I'm thinking about it, so I don't forget. Let's go to remove. All right, negative 708. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's better. Yeah, because you can look at the total. We're 30,000 in the positive. So the hits are those little costs up here, and the wage payment, which is just, paying for workers. 15,000, I mean, 16,000 if you round up. Not too crazy, but definitely quite a bit. I don't know what the miscellaneous sale is. But harvest income includes the, what we were just selling, the slurry, plus extra income from, the contracts. Then the contract income by itself, almost 36,000. So yeah, it was definitely a good hit. 30,000 is, not nothing. It is not like, changing the way the save is going by any means, but yeah, it's not nothing. So I'm glad I did it. I got to watch some TV while I did all the contracts anyways, so it's not like I was too bored. But yeah, let's go on to the next month. The next thing on the to-do list, of course, we got at least one more year of corn. So we'll get that planted. There's really nothing to sell except for pigs, of course. And we just want to check to make sure the pigs have feed. But yeah, until we plant. So we plant in April. Question mark. Let's check. Corn, April. Yep. Let me move that out of the way. I didn't realize it was there. I know. You couldn't see either. Right, pig? Yeah. I know. I'm talking to pigs now. It's fine. I'll be okay. All right. So we want to sell the 24 months. All 20. Another 24 month. And 24. Nice. Down to 562. We're almost halfway there. Exciting. Looks like we have a bunch of 0 month. We got off a little bit somewhere, I think. Yeah, that's fine. So that 9, I should have sold that at some point. Because now we're missing 20 from there. Maybe I sold the wrong ones. That's all right. We have extra 20 there. That's all right. Or just leave it. We'll figure it out later. I'm not going to sell off any... Yeah, I'll just leave it for now. It'll be okay. And did they have food? Yep, they have plenty of food. So let's keep skipping. It's not to get too bogged down in... I mean, of course, I could do contracts every month if I wanted to. I just really wanted to do it the once while I was doing... I don't know. I was doing some harvesting of the corn. I kind of wanted to harvest some other things. But yeah, like I said, I could check contracts every month, and you know, there's nothing right now, but I fast forward, there'll be things. But I'm not going to worry about that, because I still think the fastest way to get out of debt is just to keep skipping forward and get out of debt ourselves. So the food is still okay. How are we doing on... 4 month, 1 month. Okay, I don't think there's new pigs. Let's keep going. Yep, pigs are still good. I'm gonna get the trailer ready with the corn for when they do need food. So I don't think I even have a full trailer load. Actually, I might be able to fit it all in there now. Okay. A little bit of extra. We're definitely going to have to buy some more pig feed before for the next harvest, but that's okay. So the thing to talk about eventually too is, and I can, you know, or skip ahead to the next month while I'm talking about it, but once we do get to the point where we are out of debt, the first to talk about is, okay, so what do I buy next? And honestly, the easy answer, in my opinion, and I guess my opinion is correct because there's no one here arguing with me, but that's okay, is another field. Probably a small one, like 30, because it's only like $52,000, which is not bad. 33, you know, it's up 117, a little more expensive in the 100s up over here. Even that one wouldn't be too bad. 2.46 acres on the field. This is only 1.5. It's 3 acres, but it's expensive because of the extra land, which is where I'm putting all my stuff anyways. But I mean, you can even go up here and get this one. It's actually pretty good. 1.6. What's the price? So 100 per hectare, 89 per hectare, 80. Yeah, these are a little bit better per hectare because most of the land is field. So I like those are pretty good. But yeah, it'll be, like I said, it'll be a field. Because I think, oh yeah, there we go. I think using the extra fields and essentially I want to get to the point where I'm making enough corn, even though I really don't want to do corn anymore, but I'm making enough corn to where it lasts the pigs the whole season. Then from there, as I keep buying more fields, selling pigs and using the pig income essentially to buy more fields, then I can branch out into the other crops. That's the plan. And of course, once I'm branching out to the other crops, you know, the veggies will come at some point too. But that's where I can start to get new equipment and do things like that. I don't know whether I'll upgrade my current equipment first or buy veggie equipment. We'll kind of see as it goes. We would definitely use the used vehicle sale when possible to try to save a little bit of money on that, especially at first. But yeah, we'll play that as it goes. By ear. Play that by ear or as it goes. Oh, and we have some pigs to sell. Yeah, you can tell I haven't done this in a while that much because my speaking's a little off. But yeah, none of the German ones to sell. We have 20 of these. Oh no, those are 20 month. No. Yeah, there's just the Berkshire. Yeah, like I said, we got off at some point. I don't know what I did. Are they? Oh yeah, some are ready to reproduce. So we'll get some new ones next month. 2 more months and then plant. All right, I like the intervals of 20. So let's see if we can look at this. Oh, we got a lot of German lattice. We got 0 of these. We got 20 of these. Okay. Let's sell. Let's get this down to 20. So we're going to sell 40. Oh, jeez. Didn't expect it to skip like that. It's It's not a lot of money, but before they eat all of our food. Yeah, so that's down. Is there anyone ready to reproduce? 75, yeah. So they'll make another 20 next month. I don't know. We'll figure it out. It'll be okay. I could sell those 20 of the 41. Make some more room. Yeah, let's do that before they get too old. Almost under 500,000. Where are we at? March. Nope. All right, so now we're in planting season. It's a good time too. Time to go to the next episode. So like I said, I am going to show more of the farming. Since we're stopping now, I'll probably get the planting started, but not finish, and bring you back before I am finished. Real quick, let's check the new pigs. Yep, we got 20 new ones, 20 new ones, and 20 new ones. So at least with those 60, we are back on a normal schedule. So I did already do, I forgot to mention, I did do the cultivating using the worker as well. Just because it was nice to actually have a worker on this run. So I definitely utilized it. So, oh, let's check the food. Yeah, they're getting low on food. So, yeah, I will bring you back in a little bit for some of the planting. And I'm going to have to go pick up some more seeds. But, yeah, like I said, bring you back for that planting. So, thank you for watching, and I hope you join me again next time. Have a good one.